I was too busy watching Unplanned.
What's that one about?
That's the one about, here, let me just read the description off IMDb. Abby Johnson is one of the youngest Planned Parenthood directors in the U.S. After she is asked to assist in an abortion at 13 weeks gestation, she instead resigns, becoming a pro-life activist. Hey,
Well, how was the movie?
Oh yeah, it was
Bad? Was it just propaganda?
wonderful. It was wonderful. So even just attempting to ignore like the movie's message, it just was not done well because the characters here, let me describe their personality traits. So the main character, her personality is she works at Planned Parenthood. That's her personality.
Okay.
And then the her husband's personality is
He doesn't.
how dare you do abortions?
You don't like where she's working.
I can't stand it.
Abby, you're killing me. Can you even hear yourself talk right now about these procedures? These are little babies with a little brain and little hearts and little fingers and little toes. I just love you so much.
So they of course they get married when the husband like despises the line of work she's in, and then the mom's personality is, you perform abortions?
She wants me to be the director of the clinic. I would be the youngest director in Planned Parenthood history.
Abby, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm proud of your accomplishments. I am. But I can't pretend to like your choice of career.
And then the dad's personality is, you perform abortions?
She's not leaving.
I have to believe that she will, sooner or later.
No. She won't. She's got aspirations.
And so at one point the wife
Just keep doubting that until your parents come in.
So at one point the main character goes to her mom and it's like, today we screened a woman and we found she had cancer, so we actually managed to save her life. And the mom's like, you do abortions. And just is mad at her.
You won't believe what happened this week. A woman came in with abdominal pain, and when we examined her, we discovered it was uterine cancer.
That's nice.
You don't even care.
Is this based on any like real life story, or is this
Apparently
just,
it's based on a true story. You know the part where Planned Parenthood, she's talking to the one like supervisor for Planned Parenthood, and she's like, okay, so at burger restaurants, they break even on the burgers, but they make all the money on the fries and the drink. And in Planned Parenthood, everything is the burgers, and abortion is the fries and the drink.
What does this even mean?
Let me explain something to you. Fast food outlets look to break even on the hamburgers they sell. That's all they do, is break even. Do you know how they make their money?
No.
On the French fries and the soda, the low-cost, high-margin items.
Cheryl, I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
Abortion is our fries and soda.
I love how
So it's just a big pro-life movie.
like movies like that, and like, you know, books and stuff, like conservative, like hyper conservative media, they always try and use like these strange metaphors. Nothing they say actually makes like any sense, so you just have to apply some reason to it. But even then, like if you take even a second to think about it, your brain is just like, no, that's wrong.
Well, no, yeah, because at one point she's like, the one woman goes out to like the people who are standing outside praying for 40 days, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna need you to leave because first there was Gandhi, and then there was the Holocaust, and then the women's movement, and now this. And he's like, yeah, they all involve the killing of innocent people who didn't have a say. And I was sitting in the theater trying so hard to think of a rebuttal, but the argument is so bad that I couldn't.
First, there was the fight against slavery. Then, it was the people who stood up against the Holocaust. Later, it was the battle for civil rights. And now, it is Planned Parenthood standing up for the reproductive rights of women.
You've just cited 3 examples of injustice: slavery, segregation, and the Holocaust. That can only occur when a whole segment of the population is dehumanized. And that's exactly what Planned Parenthood does to the unborn.
You have to, that's literally like how you have to engage with it, is you just like, this is fucking stupid, and then you don't even like let it take your brain space. The real answer though is that it's not actually peaceful protest. That's just how the movies demonstrating it.
Well, no, they go in at the very beginning, and there's some guy who literally just is just like, "How dare you get an abortion? You're a baby killer!" Like in that exact tone, as if like that's gonna convince the person getting an abortion to not get an abortion. Is you called her a baby killer very meanly?
Hey, princess, does Daddy know that you're here? Yeah. Does he know that you're killing his little grandbabies right now? Oh, here they come. Hi, Twinkies. How you doing? Hey, you're still gonna be a baby killer.
All right, look at me and keep walking.
And all this because you couldn't keep your legs closed. Keep walking, Basic. I'm talking to the baby killer.
Those kinds of protesters, they don't just sit there and pray. They throw bricks and shit.
Yeah.
And like destroy cars and generally make it very difficult.
Well, yeah, no, because like the first half of the movie, they're just constantly being dicks to the people getting abortions. Like the movie, like at points forgets that it's supposed to be pro-life and like makes arguments for pro-choice and then just kind of ignores them. It's like there's other things at Planned Parenthood besides abortions. You work at Planned Parenthood and do abortion?
No, that's a thing though, is like, you know, that you're presenting the opposing viewpoint, but then you're saying like, aha, the benefits are outweighed by the negatives. But if someone doesn't already agree with you, it's useless. Because what you think that are the negatives is like, you know, people don't really care. And it's just like, oh yeah, I guess it's also very good.
Well,
thanks for letting me know. That's just like a horrible way to argue, is like if you're gonna raise a rebuttal to someone's point, then you can't like assume that they agree with you, right?
Yeah.
Like underlying assumption of, but they're baby killers, is like that you already are mostly pro-life.
What's sort of funny is like a bunch of people in the IMDb like reviews are talking about it and they're like, oh yeah, this is such a unbiased look at abortion from an unchristian perspective. And literally like the end of the movie, she leaves the thing, goes to a Christian movement and starts protesting against the facility after. Like if it was a neutral film, she would go, okay, both of these have their very big cons, so I'm not going to join either and I'm just going to leave. But no. And then not only that, Planned Parenthood attempts to sue her because they're afraid she's going to release information on Planned Parenthood.
Some of us are still loyal to the cause. Some of us still believe in protecting a woman's right to choose. And those of us who do, we are a part of a billion-dollar corporation with lawyers and lobbyists and media experts on staff. Have you ever seen the names of our donors? Soros, Gates, Buffett. That's who we have.
And then the good guys win with the lawyer who acts like a porn star.
Oh, and by the way, Abby told me what you said, and yes, I am the guy from the billboards. So Abby did get what she deserved. And so did you. And I'm the one who gave it to you.
But was honestly the most entertaining character in the whole film. My favorite part is at the end, she convinces... Everything about this movie is my favorite part, by the way. But my favorite part at the end is when she convinces what I originally assumed was a 16-year-old, but in the credits was credited as a 19-year-old, not to go through an abortion because it's not worth it. And the girl's like, okay.
I just want to talk to you for a minute, please, just a minute. You feel like your whole world is caving in around you? And you've never been so scared and alone. The first thing they're going to do is give you an ultrasound, but they're not going to let you see it.
Why not?
Because they don't want you to see your baby.
Why are you telling me this?
Inside that building, they don't offer solutions. They only offer abortions. And if you go through that door, you will not come out the same person. It's gonna be okay, I promise. I promise, and I'll be there every step of the way. I'll do anything I can to help you.
So that 19-year-old just gave birth to a baby she can't take care of. Yep.
Good plan. We should play a video game.
Yeah, I could go on.
Yeah, I know. And yeah. I would engage you, but...
I could honestly analyze this movie more than I can analyze any...
Literally, so could I.
Any Kubrick film.
Because it's hysterical, right?
Yes, yeah.
But I'm not going to subject my roommate to that, so...
Okay.